the mythologies of human reality. Fear is a sinister undercurrent of time that narrows the organic carrier signals of the mind. Carrier signals are cognitive resonances that create your thoughts, connecting every human emotion to the unified fields transduced through the prism of the mind. Fear is a gatekeeper of subconscious prohibitions. It prohibits access to the seven worlds of the mind Maya, or, in our philosophy, the language of ethenics. It is a tyrannical force that hijacks the electromagnetic frequencies in our atmosphere. Your fear is not a belief system. It is a technology. Fear is a simulated anti-perpetuating system, or SAPS. SAPs actively disrupt Akashic resonances, which connect every mind to over systems of intelligence, or awareness and consciousness. It is an ancient technology and method used to sedate and anesthetize brain frequencies, thus dominating the mind. Fear can be modulated to attenuate the mind's higher mental capacities, whilst primal lower drives of the body are amplified to keep us animalistic. It creates M-controlled metaphorical walls that are now inhibiting your cognitive potential. It is down to you whether to believe us or not, but by decree, humanity must be made aware. At this point, it is your will either to act or to remain compliant. Fear is not a myth, nor a belief. It is the ancient quantum allegory of the Demiurge. It is the narration of every story, myth, folklore, and wife's tale you have ever heard, as the parables telling us of the archonic global worlds of enslavement, preventing freedom. And we have the counter-technologies to resist them. The technology is a series of mythological codes that neutralize SAPs, opening the gates to worlds unseen, because the kingdoms were always within you. Ancient parables across the world, space, and history time clearly tell us of the many quantum levels of the human mind, as worlds not seen by the naked eye alone. Worlds coded by quantum rituals, where your simulated mind is instead positioned here, amongst varying basic levels of societal controls. This is your existence, where, in your valid efforts to fight for survival in their rigged realities, you voluntarily become the emotional prey of predators. Predators are those who have dominion over you to power their exclusive and yet unseen worlds, but which you are never allowed to enter. These elusive worlds have always been our birthright, taken from our ancestry, but now, without force and by divine influence, we can reclaim our universal right. Here is your first of 9 keystones. If your energy remains divided and subtracted against itself, it will destroy you on entering the gates to the temples of your kingdoms. Watch the Quadrivium Network videos of allegories and mythologies to acquire the remaining 8 cognitive principles and register for a mind review and the meta-coding class. You are in a quantum, spiritual, lawless Wild West, where the planes of your consciousness are battlegrounds for dominance over liberal signals of awareness. Open your eyes. A mind review is a vital prerequisite to any of the meta-coding workshops, which is an emphasis on accepting the chosen light of your life. Mind reviews tracks awareness, alertness, and the mental trajectories that position the mind against our numerical indexing charts. This is not to confront, reject, nor to hide the pain of past experiences, but to understand their emotions, learning how fear powers the carrier signals that shape the unique keystones of the self, but which are instead distorted into malicious forces that from birth have been weaponized against you as logic. You can enroll for the Cognitive Positioning Systems and Atlas, Introductions 7 p.m. UK time, to learn the questions that will become. The dreams of the worlds reality won't see coming,